punch, punch. It's all in the hips.
Punch, punch, punch. Kick, kick, kick.
In the mind. Punch, kick.
That's it.
It's all in the mind. If you want to test me, I think you'll find a better than teacher until you meet ya. So kick, punch, punch, duck, duck. Coming to my trailer now. What? Excuse me? I don't feel comfortable with that.
3, 2, 1.
Archers, attack! Keep firing! Let none escape! Another down! Do not relent!
Straight out of the Scarlet Halls and into the deep, seedy underbelly of the Brawlers Guild. I'm Slidewhistle.
I am Immunization.
I'm Aaron, Fire Mage Extraordinaire and Horde Punching Bag.
This is episode 15 of Do Not Relent. What's a good 15 reference? 15.
If this
Guides?
episode was a child, it could drive if I sat in the car. But I ain't gonna let that baby drive my vehicle. Shit. That's my car.
This is episode Baker's Dozen if a Baker's Dozen was 15.
Wait, it's the Ides. It's the Ides of March. That's
It's
what
the
we are.
Ides of Podcast. Oh, I stabbed myself. Oh, I will continue to do so 22 more times.
You too, Bruce the Mount from the Brawlers Guild that I have now? Get it? Because it's like Brutus, but
Ooh,
it's...
that's good synergy. Ooh, that's some quality casting there.
Thanks, Dan. What are we doing?
You know,
what is this bit?
you know what this pod is? It's the perfect cast. The perfect podcast.
Our streak of references to movies that probably only we have seen continues.
Where am I right now?
Go watch the Goofy movie, damn it.
Have you seen the Goofy movie, Amian?
Oh, yeah, I have. Or at least
okay.
I've seen the one where Goofy goes back to college. Is that the first one or the second one?
Oh, that's an
It's like
extremely
the
goofy
fourth
movie.
one. Is it the second one or is that third?
There was only two, because then he got his dick wet at the end of it, and he's like, well, I'm done having it. Like, his voice became normal. He's like, now that I'm a man, again, I'm done having silly adventures with you, son. I'm just here to lay my life now.
Yeah, so I've seen that one, and then I've seen the main one that everyone always thinks
I was
about.
worried.
Yeah,
Phew.
those are the Goofy films.
I was trying to think of a joke, but I can't think we're all out of goofy jokes.
And there you have it. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Oh, it was a great episode. Sexiest NPC of the week is Goofy.
I was gonna give it to Pete. I think Pete deserves it.
Pete deserves it for being a cable man, but still having the ingenuity to take his son on a road trip.
Pete is the original Colterian model, let you know.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, let's talk about WoW a lot quicker.
I think it's time for a change. Oh, I'm sorry. I just had to get that Kingdom Hearts 2 Pete line out.
It's
But
like
I think
all
I'm
he
emotionally
says.
ready now.
It's like all he
It's
says.
time for a change.
I think we need to talk about Timeless Pete first.
Ooh, Timeless
That's him.
Pete is quite a collector's item. Only people who shop at Walgreens get it. But I had a busy week in WoW. But Aaron, what'd you do in WoW first? Let's hear what you were up and at 'em about.
So, as per the usual at this point in my life, I am dealing with a lot of Aaron the human type stuff. So I had limited time to play WoW. But today I had quite an adventure. So I hopped on my boy Randleman, and we were going around Duskwood, when all of a sudden I fall down. And I'm like, what the hell happened? And it was a Horde mage. A blood elf, like, shot me and killed me. He was 120, and I was 32. So I was like, okay, he's gonna kill me. All of a sudden, I see the chat light up. Is he back again? He's here! I'm like, what? Apparently, this man had been here for the past 2 hours being chased around by Alliance members, and they were like, we need to put together a group to hunt him down. This dude, Bomika of Daramore, messaged me, and he was like, do you want to be in the Mage Hunting Society? I'm like,
What?
Excuse me?
Wait, where was
He
this
goes-
at?
Wait, and also a little bit of clarification here. Does he mean that you are mages that are hunting, or are
No,
you hunting
it was-
mages, or
it
are
was-
you...
So this was in Duskwood, and this was a group of brave Alliance heroes whose entire point was to find this one Horde mage, this arcane mage, and kill him to make him leave. Because he was just going around killing low-level people like me, and apparently the Alliance had said enough's enough, and they elected a brave task force, which I joined to hunt this man down.
This is crazy because I did a bunch of leveling this week too, and I also chose to start off in the Duskwood area, and I got ganked so many times. It wasn't this guy in particular, but I think the Horde must love camping this area and killing young Alliance. I don't get it. Is it a new thing? Because I don't think I had this problem before.
I just know. Yeah, this is the first time that's ever really there's been a constant pressure of getting ganked. But Bomika was keeping us. He's like, I need everyone to fan out. You go here. You go here. And he was like, Randleman, can you fly? And I'm like, I'm level 30. No, I can't.
No.
And he goes, okay, well, you stick by town, because I can tell by your quest you're going to be here for a little bit. I know you can't fight him, but I want you to shift into wolf form, because he gets to see I was a shaman. Shift into wolf form and let everyone know if he's here. We've got your back, Randleman. So I had mysterious escorts.
I was gonna say, I was hoping that they're gonna use you as bait, like in James and the Giant Peach, where they hold you over the peach and come here, birdies, and they just swing you around and around to fucking attract the mage to come down and get you.
So it was like local defense was blowing up with the Mage Hunting Society trying to find this boy. They were doing small talk in the meantime. It's like, no one's seen him for 6 minutes. That's 6 minutes too long. I know he's gonna show up soon. It just felt really cool. So that was the main thing I did on my boy Randleman. And in WoW this week. So, Slide, what did you do this week?
I did a lot of Brawlers Guild. I did a lot of Coltiran leveling. And as Immune was saying, we have a very similar Duskwood story. He was leveling in Duskwood, and I was doing stuff on my main. And it was like an all-out war in Duskwood, because people who were getting ganked were getting pissed and going on their big boys. And it literally turned into a 30-on-30 brawl on the church roof of Duskwood. It was insane. I guess I haven't checked the other 2 leveling areas that are offered. Because what? They offer you the wetlands. They offer you...
It varies. I got Duskwood, Stone Talon Mountains, and Ashenvale. And I was like, well, I don't really feel like going over to Kalimdor right now, so I'll start with Duskwood. Also, it's been a hot second. I think the last time I ran it all through was when I did it on Growliina 3 years ago.
Because I guess that's true. Because I chose Ashenvale like a crazy person, and there was nobody was over there because I guess who wants to be in Ashenvale? But yeah, I guess so. I got on my mage and I joined and formed my own Horde Hunting Society to help Immune level his stuff. So it seems like World PvP is blowing up right now. People are scrapping in other zones, and it's awesome. It wasn't quite as coordinated and as fun as yours sounded. It was just us being like, okay, there they are, get them. And that was it. But damn.
You would think that they would choose one that's closer to one of their main cities. I don't really get it.
Yeah,
maybe they just like the spooky aesthetic. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because one of the options is Menethil Harbor area, so maybe they are up there. I haven't been there in a while, so I'm not sure. But now I kind of want to check out the Horde leveling areas, and maybe we should go there and stalk them.
Let's learn nothing from this experience. Let's just become the bullies.
I mean, it made it Did you not have a fun experience? Wasn't it fun?
I mean, it was.
See, we'd simply be gifting the Horde a fun time. But yeah, I hit rank 8 in Brawlers Guild, got the mount, did all the stuff. Spent my whole Sunday doing that, so that was really neat. I feel like I did a lot on that Sunday. Kind of was draining. What about you? I mean, what did you do in WoW?
Well, as you said, I mainly have been focusing on power leveling my Coltiran druid, and in addition to that, on my main, I did the tailoring quest line.
Ooh.
I finally got around to doing that, and something I haven't done in a long time, I did time walking dungeons. I did my time walking for Lich King dungeons.
Nice. You got the... Did you do the 4 or 5 to get your piece of equipment? Did you get an upgrade?
No, I never get upgrades from those caches, but...
Did you see the mount drop? Did the mount drop for anybody?
No. So it was uneventful, but, I got 500 more time walking badges, so soon I'll be able to buy something.
Well, see, and I realize now that I should have done time walking on all my characters, because I would have had badges to spend on when Draenor time walking comes out to get all those sweet new toys and mounts and shit. So, because I spent all my badges on rep for some mount from Pandaria. I don't remember which one it was.
I did that so that I could get my Water Strider.
So now I'm all cleaned out. So now I can't afford any of the new Worlds of Draenor stuff.
This last week in Raid, we didn't make any progress for the first time in many weeks. And by that, I mean we didn't kick down any new bosses. We made progress on Mechatork, but, after playing him for just a whole night, we probably got him consistently to the last phase at least, right, Slide?
Yeah, I feel like Mechatork is actually going to be quite difficult for us because we have some people who are a lot better at calling out when they're in the robot than others, and it's all kind of just, obviously, just RNG on who's getting in their robots. Not to toot my own horn, but when I was in there, we were getting out of those machines real quick.
I wish I could have come in to help, but Blizzard decided to give me that nice black screen, and I was just too tired. So I took that night off.
Did you end up fixing that bug you had with the black screen of death?
I just uninstalled literally everything. I think I got rid of Twitch, and then I did get it back because I remember that's what you need for your add-ons. But I know it was like, oh, you could, like, the Discord overlay, it kind of messes with it. You should change your settings in Discord. And the Neanderthal I just completely uninstalled Discord.
Well, did it work?
It worked, so I don't have the Discord app anymore, but I'm like, look, it worked, I can play. So
you're gonna need it for tonight.
Yeah, I used the browser version.
Oh, maybe that's why.
No, I mean, I was using the app version, but I can just use the browser version.
Oh, yeah. There's a setting, because, I hate the overlay. People apparently in the guild have it on, and I turned that thing off day one. I was like, I don't want this shit. What is this?
Yeah, me too. As soon as it came out, I eliminated it because I wasn't having it.
But I am definitely, just for ease of accessibility, as soon as this is done recording, just going to turn WoW on in the background, just have it chill at the loading screen for forever, and then be ready when we actually have to raid, so that doesn't happen again.
Hell yeah. I do think this week, because even though we wiped on Mechatork a lot, I feel like we made progress because we got there a lot faster. I think last time we got the Mechatork, we only got, one or two pulls on him? I think it was literally one pull, wasn't it?
It was 2 to 3 because I distinctly remember dying and coming back and trying again. But it was only 2 or 3. So the fact that you guys had a whole night on him is very good.
Yeah, it was the entire night. But then also, it was the entire night. Just dying. Oh, man. And, we just need to get good people in robot RNG. And then we're good. That's all we need. Put me in a robot, and we'll win. Also, it was funny because Cynical was like, also, reminder to the mages, don't ice block this time. Because remember last week when you were in ice block, and
yeah, the bomb, because it's the bomb, right? Or wait, no.
No, so fun fact, there's a weird bug where when Mechatork shrinks down 3 people, sometimes if the mage is ice blocked when he chooses these 3 people, and if one of the people he chooses is the ice blocked mage, it just won't shrink the mage. So it'll only shrink 2 people, and then you have to deal with 1 more robot.
Yeah, because that happened to me, and everyone was like, what? And I was just like, sorry, gang, that's on me.
It's such a weird timing. It requires you to be dying at that specific time. They were saying don't ice block, and I'm like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna ice block. I'm not gonna not ice block, and I can't help but notice the timing if it's when he's choosing his people. I'm hitting that button. I'm gonna live.
Yeah, I'd rather live than, I guess, go in a minorly inconvenient robot. I don't know. I even play one of the classes that don't move. People are like, we gotta CC the robots. We gotta split up the robots. They go very slow. Just backpedal a little bit, and you're like, I'm out of the way. But I don't know. That's sassafras for another day. And I'm sure tonight, if we fight him, I'm gonna get tanked by 30 robots and just have egg on my face.
I feel like Immune would beg to differ on the robot situation. I think he probably would want less robots as possible, right?
The robots make it really hard to do anything because they lock onto you and then chase after you, and I can't do any heals because, I don't have any instant heals.
Mm-hmm.
All I hear is this dang robot keeps following me. And it's like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
I guess also people have to run on their feet. I have real mage privilege. I'm like, why don't you just blink halfway across the battleground? And I was like, oh wait, not everyone can do that.
Yeah, come on, just blink out of there.
Yeah, just shimmer out. Just go like 40 feet out of the way. What are you doing?
Having a druid on that fight is really nice, though, because they can use their entangling roots and just hold them there for a long time. But it still sucks, because if you get caught in that little zap bubble, that shit hurts.
I wouldn't know. I've never been caught. Pushes up glasses and the glass becomes all white.
What was it with the whoa, you got some crazy properties over there going on with those glasses. I think we got this. I think we're going to I think once we get to Blockade, we're going to be fine. I think we're going to crush Blockade. I know it's controversial, but we're going to do it, damn it.
I think you have too much confidence in us.
Also, do we have a set time limit as to when the new raid is coming out?
The new raid is coming out April something. April 23rd, April 15th. Yeah, April.
Oof, we gotta go, fam.
Wait, by new raid, do you mean the mini raid or the big raid?
The big raid, I believe.
So AOTC is done in April?
You're right. That doesn't sound right. I think that might be. I think I'm picking Crucible of Storms.
I say, like, because
that does seem
we have a moderate
that
pace when it comes to raiding, but that seems really soon, considering this thing only came out like a month and a half ago.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have Crucible of Storms on the brain. I think that's when that's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can still get AOTC then, after that.
Yes. So then we have until that's definitely what's happening. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's 1 month away. There's no way.
I was like, gang, I'm gonna look at you in the face. I don't know if we can do it. Jaina's really tough.
Are we gonna have to poke this shit?
I don't want to not get my achievement.
I love that we've only killed Jaina once. Because we did it on normal and we're like, we're out of here. We're never doing that again.
We've never gone back. And I was gone visiting my boo, so I have not killed Jaina. Not even on normal.
Oh, shit. And I think there are a few people in Guild who have that same issue as well.
Yeah, because a lot of people were gone.
It was a Thursday kill, you're right? Yeah, we killed her on a Thursday.
It was Valentine's Day, so a lot of people whose boos don't play World of Warcraft with them had to go.
You gotta kill your sweetie on Valentine's Day. XO Jaina. Do you guys think we're going to spend 35 minutes trying to get together this first mythic kill? Like we keep doing on Tuesdays?
I definitely think that someone, despite being in the guild for years and knowing when we start, will still be 30, 45 minutes late. So yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a little bit slow going at the beginning here.
Because like, what we've been doing is we keep trying to get our 20 people gathered up so we can do Mythic Champions of the Light. And we always have just 20 people. But we don't have just 20 until like 9:35. And we start at 9. And it was hilarious because, like, last week, the guy who had to leave because he already cleared it that morning, it's like, we definitely should probably push off that mythic kill until we for sure have 20 people. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty
easy. It's pretty easy to leave and then just be like, okay, we got our 20. Now we'll go. Instead of, it's a complicated thing.
There's also rumors that Lynn's going to save his Megatorque lockout, or he has, and he's going to let us vote on if we'd rather start fresh or start at Megatorque.
Apparently, he's been doing that the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Just casually saving it, just in case people want to do it.
Yeah, because I think that's what he would want to do, and I think that's kind of what I would want to do.
I mean, it's smart, but we need to get geared people up still.
Yeah, because of what March has been, being one of those people, I might appreciate the chance to maybe get a neat thing on one of the early guys. But I understand that most people just want to try and go for that AOTC.
And then also, we had so many BOEs drop for us last week. We had 7 or 8 drop on Thursday. It was insane. Lynn got 4 BOEs. 4.
Oof.
I think I've only gotten 4 BOEs over the last 2 or 3 raids combined.
I remember Old Deer, we got 4 at all.
Well, things are turning around for us. The gods did gift you one of the best BOEs in the game, Aaron. So you did you're on your feet.
Yep, it's one of the more expensive BOEs to sell, and they're just resting on my toes. I can't even see them because I'm a warden and shoe models don't exist.
Alright, I think it's enough about Raid. Let's move into our next topic, and I'll start it off with a question for you boys.
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
You guys want to kill some demons?
Gonna kill some demons, guys.
Wait, I need some demons for this quest, please. Don't leave, group.
Well, I hope so, because this is going to be a time warp. Okay, y'all ready to kill some demons?
Yeah, please
Sure.
don't leave, group. I need some demons.
That poor guy just wanted to kill demons. We made fun of him for there was a guy who asked us to kill demons really nicely in the group, and just the way he said it in it wasn't even voice chat. The way he said it in text chat was just so condescending that we just have mocked him for 4 years.
3
now?
expansions.
Damn.
And there was definitely at least for me, there was a renaissance of it. I remember goofing on him super hard at the end of WoD. Then Legion, it was just a little bit, and then Immune brought it up 2 weeks ago. I was like, oh yeah, the kill some demons guy. Fuck that guy. You guys want to kill some demons?
You want to
I feel like he's progressively gotten more nasally too.
kill some demons. All right, so for this time warp, you have 40 seconds to name as many named demons as you can. Ready, set, go.
Killed Jaden.
Ixazar. Shit. Fuck, I don't know any demons.
What are demons?
Varimathorus. Hakar. The Hound Master. Oh god, this is gonna be our worst one yet.
This is bad.
Yeah. Belnazar.
Time. I never started the timer, so I'm hoping that was 40 seconds. And if not, you could just fill in spaces and just go
Yeah, it's not like we we did anything.
If anything, I probably overshot it, so that probably even helps even more.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes! You guys are terrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's the tie. You guys didn't even name my boy Archie Monday.
Archimon is not. Archimon isn't a demon. He's an Eridar.
Archimon's a demon boy. He was an Eridar, but now he's a demon.
I thought he said dead.
Archie Monday's tag is demon. When you kill him, he goes back to the Twisting Nether, which may be why you might have missed Manaroth, Magtheridon, Mal'Ganis, Tichondrius, Asgalor, Kha'Zix. Doomlord Kha'Zix.
Yeah.
Now, Aaron did say Hakar. However,
Hakar, I know he's the Bloodlord. He's not a.
Well,
what is the name of the Houndmaster?
No, his name is Hakar, but because I didn't get a Houndmaster, I wasn't sure if you meant Hakar the Houndmaster or if you meant Hakar the big beefy boy.
I did afterwards. I
I'll
did
check
say
the
the
tape.
Houndmaster.
I'll have to check the tape because I can't rewind it right now, and I was trying to figure out if my timer was correct or not. Ding! Editor's note. Aaron was correct. He did indeed say Hakar the Houndmaster. End editor's note. Ding! Ding! Editor's note, it's me again. I forgot to tell you guys, when I stopped the timer, it was exactly 40 seconds, and I just completely guessed because I didn't set my timer. So I'm a god. I would like my best timekeeping award sent to me immediately. Thanks. Ding! You also said Balnazar, but I'm not sure if that was after the timer or not. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to drink because I didn't press the button on the timer.
That's fair.
Well, I just poured a shot too, so this can be a social.
I have mine already poured in front of me, so I'm going to be taking it.
I was so officially ready. I had a notepad and I was writing. I even wrote down Aaron's first one of Zagzazar. I'm like, that's not one. And then I was like, oh shit, my timer, I didn't start it. Oh god, what do I do? So,
My timer.
but this still highlights your lack of demon knowledge. Kind of.
I can't say
Oh,
I
no,
know
it's-
too many
it's-
demons.
It's non-existent for me, so apparently.
Alright, give me that shot glass. Alright, he has to drink it first because we only have one shot glass in this room. I feel like I haven't drinking a shot in a while, have I? Has it been 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Nope.
Ooh,
I feel like
boy,
a lot of them have been me because I'm so bad at time warp.
You know, after St. Patty's, I'm not ready for this. What are we doing? Guys, this is a bad idea. Let's cancel this segment. We don't have to do this, right?
I already just did.
Yeah, it's fine.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, me too. It's in my hand and I'm inside.
You gonna take that or not?
It smells so bad. Alright, I'm good. Fuck.
Whew. So,
Fuck.
Aaron, do you have an update for the quest for Bat?
Yeah. There's something that's been going on with the quest for Bat.
I got a baseball. I got a baseball bat. I got a Mickey Kaline's got a bat. Grandpa Phil's got a bat. Pookie's got a bat. Quest for Bat. Who got a bat? They got a bat.
Okay. I was in Brawlers and I saw someone had the bat, and I asked them, "Is that the one from Islands?" And they said, "Yeah." And I said, "How long did it take you to get it?" And then they walked away. I didn't get it this week.
But you could live vicariously through their sweet, sweet bat mount.
I can confirm I saw someone with the bat mount. I also saw someone with the hat today. It was a Worgen healer, and it was on Randleman, but I made sure to like turn to him and /S like, "Nice hat. Did you buy that?" And he goes, "No, I got it on an island." And then I logged off.
So you didn't berate him for wearing the hat?
No, because I think it looked great on him. I think it looks great on the Worgen.
It does, honestly. I don't know what those people were talking about.
Yeah, that hat looks fucking fresh. It's literally the only hat to look good on Worgens. And kudos to the hat people.
So that was my week searching for the bat.
All right. Well, this came up pretty recently, this news that I'm about to report. Well, recently as of recording. I think generally we put this out like 2 days after we record-ish. So it'll probably be out news by the time you guys hear about this. But they added 2 new toys to the WoW eShop.
Whoa!
What are these toys?
Now, these toys have been hinted at before because they said that they were going to add toys to support the WoW esports scene. Because, like, a lot of games will do that, where they will crowdfund their tournament funds for games through compendiums or mounts or other in-game items. So this is the first time Blizzard has actually done this, as far as I know, with World of Warcraft. That's really interesting. Obviously, I already bought both of them because I like spending money in the eShop, and also, I mean, it supports esports, right? So there's 2 of them. One is the Lion's Pride / Horde's Might fireworks, which sounds a little bit lame. What it does is you get 3 different firework formations per faction. So if you're on the Alliance, it's the Lion of Stormwind, it's the Knight of Stormwind, and it's a hammer that probably has a reference to something. It's like a classic
Probably,
like paladin.
like an Iron Forge hammer?
It's a classic PvP Season 1 like hammer.
It's like one of the
they
holy
sound-
warhammers.
Yeah.
It sounds like this
so
is
it's-
really appealing to your cousin Stan, who plays Human Paladin. I like to pretend that me, Stan, is in the game.
Hey, Stan's a good person, okay? He has good morals. That's why he plays a paladin.
I like
And so how
tailoring.
So how this works is you have to kill a fresh Horde or Alliance player, and then once you kill them, you basically set off a firework on top of their corpse. So it's the ultimate, like, fuck you. Fuck you. I spent $10 in this game to fucking give you the big finger after I just fucking ganked you, is what it is. And I fucking love it.
So when you say fresh, do you mean just that, like, they exist? Or, like, logging in level 1, like, the gnomes of Nomergon were an advanced species, and you have to run up during that cutscene like,
No, I think it's just a fresh corpse that you killed.
I see.
I tried to use it, but I didn't have a corpse. But my only gripe with this is that only 25% of the purchase goes to esports, when I think it could be at least 50%, if not more. $10 is a lot for a toy, and I'm glad that they're doing something for like crowdfunding, but I know they're a business and all, but it could be at least half. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I don't know. Like they say it's for that, but with that percentage, is it really?
It's almost more of an afterthought. Like it was just like, we're in a rough way, gang. Your old uncle Activision Blizzard's looking for a handout. I got you later. Don't worry, I'm gonna give this back.
They're like people are quitting because of the portal rooms. We need to bring in some money.
Although, it is the best time to come back because it's catch-up week.
Buy the toy.
Well, also, there's the thing that's like, you can get up to Coltiris for free, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
And then when you read the fine print, it's like, you can get up to the third quest in Coltiris, and then you hit a paywall. I'm like, come on, Blizz.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours or something, which is I thought it was a little weird. But my only hang on, there's still one more toy to talk about because that first toy is if you buy it, it's for Horde and Alliance, and it separates. There's another one that I think is way cooler than the firework toy. It's called the Transmorpher Beacon. It also costs $10, but it summons an ethereal transmorpher, which is a crazy word, that can change your appearance for 20 minutes, and it's on a 1 hour cooldown. But what it does is it changes your appearance to be one of like, the quote is, the ethereal transmorpher will temporarily change your appearance into one of dozens of random epic foes you faced over your adventures. Will fate grant you the form of Grand Magistrix Elisande, or the shape of Shadow Twisted Ner'zhul? I hope to God it's not fucking Ner'zhul. But I'm looking at a list. I mean, look at this list. Turn around. Of all the people it can turn you into, and it's a big ass list. It's a huge list of like characters that you've known from playing this game forever, like the Black Knight, Beast Lord Darmak from Blackrock Foundry, Atumen the Huntsman, Shade of Aran, Putris. It's just like a lot of people, and that's pretty cool. You can be King Ymiron from Lich King / the Warriors Order Hall, who's a big stink man.
Oh, you can be Murabi, who I just saw on Time Walking.
I think this one's the better toy, I'm pretty sure. Like, this seems a lot cooler. My only issue is that, again, it's on a 1 hour cooldown, and you get your appearance change for 20 minutes. So, like,
it's also random, because you could be like, get ready, gang, here comes a cool one, and you get Shade of Aran, who... Aran has canonically the worst haircut a human man has ever had.
Woo!
I don't want to... That would be one where I'd be like, watch out! And they turn into Shade of Aran, and then you watch me morph back into Growliina like, I'm sorry you had to see that.
So right before we started to record, I logged in, and I used the toy. And my first guy that I got, Aaron, you'll love, it was Admiral Ripsnarl. The first boss
Yay!
and
the
when
first
you
Worgen to ever, like, not be a vermin mob.
And when you transform into them, they'll say their like signature line first. So he was, I forgot what he says, because maybe you remember what he says, but
probably something about the mist, because that's his whole shtick.
Yeah, it was like
you won't see me.
That's actually a pretty good Admiral Ripsnarl.
I stand all Worgen. I just memorize their lines and keep them in my notebook here. Like, one day we'll be cool.
One day. I think that it is a little bit of oversight for Blizzard because, I mean, think about how much bad quote-unquote press they keep getting. It's only because people are salty about a lot of things right now, and just any small thing will kind of compound and add itself to the salt pile that is the internet. I feel like this by itself isn't a bad idea, but I feel like they should have upped the percentage just to kind of shake off a little of these, like, Blizzard only wants your money and Activision's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, they're still a business. Someone had to make these. Some of it's going to esports. It should be more, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a whatever.
Well, after her time out in the field, Growlina's got the itch to go scrapping. She decided to head over to the Brawlers Guild, and we're going to see what she had to say about it.
Get 'em! Yeah! That's how you do it. Oh, hello everyone. I'm here deep under the Deep Run Trail at Bismo's Brawlers Guild. Vizdon has so graciously invited me to his private room to conduct this interview. Viz, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Just enjoying being back in the guild.
So when did you first gravitate towards this vicious blood sport?
Well, I was interested for a while, but I didn't get my pass until WAD.
Ah, yes, I was in a similar boat. Though admittedly, I just watched mostly. This is my first time participating. So, between watching and fighting, which do you prefer, and why?
It's no fun just sitting back. I came here to win, so I'm definitely all about the scrapping.
What's the furthest you've ever made it?
I made rank 7 back in Legion, but I'm shooting for top spots this time.
Well, Viz, I wish you... Introducing the challenger, Growliina! Well, it seems I'm up next. I wonder what I'm up against. And her foe, Dippy! And... Doopy! Oh dear. Well, I don't want you all to hear this. Back to you boys in the studio.
Always nice to see Growlina returning to the blood sport that gave her her career.
Speaking of the Brawlers Guild, I don't know about you guys, but as you heard about 40 minutes ago, I stepped my ass back into that Brawlers Guild. Have you guys given it a look-see yet?
Growlina has for a little bit, but I haven't gone in there yet.
I never really spent too much time there, sadly, but I might for the quest line.
I feel like for you as a healer, it's like, why am I going to go in there for?
Yeah, I doubt it would be very much fun.
I need to train my shadow skills.
Well, luckily for you, in my opinion, as somebody who has completed the Brawlers Guild in one day, it's very undertuned. I was reading that, like, even somebody who's, like, 375 could walk in and, like, beat a lot of these bosses that are in there. So you should get in there, probably, because it seems pretty easy. It's all about basically the mechanics, and I feel like their health pool just wasn't that high.
Mm-hmm. They didn't know how hard people would be hitting.
Like, there were 2 fights that were difficult, and one of the fights that should have been hard, I got really good at because I watched people fail at it again and again and again and again. So I was like, okay, I'm taking notes here. Here's what I do whenever I face Maru or Aharu. I'm going to do this and this and this. Because the guy who was really hard, he was the end boss, the end rank 7 boss in Draenor. And I spent a lot of fucking time in that one. So I know how to beat this motherfucker. Because he went from being the last boss in WoD to being 12th, 16th boss in BFA. They really gave my boy the shaft. But after him, it was just real easy. I kind of just breezed through it. I was doing the quest line. The quest line for this is so good. Like, I recommend anybody who has never done the Brawlers Guild before to get in there and do that quest line. You don't even have to beat the entire Brawlers Guild to do it. I think the highest you have to be is rank 6.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
that's coincidentally as high as I ever made it in the previous Brawlers Guild.
There you go. And a lot of the bosses I just reused from past ones. So it's pretty easy to get to, I'd say. The hardest part is probably getting your Brawler's Pass. But if any of you guys need one, I have like 3. So let me know.
Those don't carry over season to season?
They do, I believe, because my mage was able to walk in, and he hasn't been in Brawlers Guild since WOD. So it should carry over.
My old dusty, crusty one I still have on me should work.
Yeah, it should be fine. But, I mean, there were a lot of fun fights, and I think I'm just going to highlight one of the funnest fights that I had to go through, and it was facing Robe Robber Robert. Robe Robber Robert is a Coltiran man who loves to steal your clothes. I don't know how familiar you guys are with 2002 to 2005 WWE, but during that time, there were a lot of matches called bra and panties matches, where the goal of the match was was for the female to strip the other one's clothes to nothing, and it was such debauchery, and it was ridiculous that they even let these matches happen. And this is basically what you are doing with Robe Robber Robert in the Brawlers Guild.
You have to steal his clothes before he steals yours.
Yes. Robe Robber Robert will pull a Stacy Keebler, and he's going to spawn some tornadoes. And these tornadoes will steal whoever's clothes enters the tornado. So you have to walk the Robe Robber Robert into the tornado, and his shirt will fly off, or his pants will fly off, or his hook flies off. And all the while, he'll cast an ability on you called Disrobing Strike. And if the cast is complete, he'll take a piece of gear off of you. And so basically by the end of the fight, you both are fighting in your skivvies and just trying to kill each other. Because if all some pieces of gear are off you or off him, the damage is increased by 1000% thanks to the debuff called Shame. It's so ridiculous. He walks in, and his opening line is, nice clothes. Now hand him over. It's like, whoa, Rope Robber, please.
Wait, let me just get this straight. You said that he pulls a Stacy Keebler, which is implying that Stacy Keebler at one point during her run in WWF decided to summon tornadoes to gain an advantage in these bra and panties matches?
Yes, she did, but luckily Torrie Wilson was smart enough to walk her into her own tornadoes, and Stacy Keebler spun around with those big legs of hers.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because if she has like some shamanistic magic and is able to summon these tornadoes, maybe she should be the one being inducted into the Hall of Fame this year, not Torrie Wilson. But if Torrie was smart enough to dodge these tornadoes, now I understand.
Stephanie McMahon can't actually wrestle anymore because she has the debuff of Shame, and she knows if she stepped in the ring, she would just lose immediately because of that 1000% damage buff.
And that is exactly why Torrie Wilson is going into the Hall of Fame this year.
She was able to sidestep the boss into those tornadoes.
In fact, I think Robe Robber Robert is going to induct her into the Hall of Fame just to commemorate this moment.
That's pretty fitting.
Oh, also, I'm not sure if Blizzard hotfixed this yet. Okay, so you know how in Overwatch and in Heroes of the Storm and other games, there's like the fun brawls, like the fun like random brawls,
mm-hmm.
where it's like 6 heroes are all the same, or you all have unlimited ammo, or whatever. These things exist in Brawlers Guild, where somebody can just purchase a card, everyone goes into the arena, and you all are level 1 and naked, and you all fight like Stranglethorn Tigers or whatever. And if you are in one of these brawls with everybody else queued for Brawlers Guild, and you all lose the brawl, there is a bug where sometimes your next win will not count at all. I was on rank 7, the last boss. Ogre Watch, by the way, is the name of the last boss, where you fight Dupree, Hudson, and Stuff Shrew. Get it? It's McCree, Winston, and Junkrat. And I struggled so hard on this boss. The entire boss was undertuned until you get to the last fight. And Immune can attest, I was yelling at this fucking screen.
Oh, Slide was pissed off. I almost had to be like, you need to take a break. You're getting a little too angry over here.
I was waiting for him to say that so I could yell at him. So I'm like, I'm not taking a fucking break. For some reason, some of the bosses in there, like Hudson, his like jump attack is like does way too much damage, so it was killing me. I don't know. I ended up killing it, and I wasn't awarded rank 8. I wasn't awarded anything. I was like, what's going on here? Where's my stuff at? Where's my awesome team log? And so then I Googled it, and I learned that there is a bug, because the idiots keep queuing for random brawls, and we keep losing. It made it so my last one didn't count. So after struggling and climbing and screaming at my screen, I finally beat them, and I had to get in line and kill them again and hope that nobody called the brawl that we were going to lose.
I do remember that day because you were getting upset, and I saw you just trying to call the penguin again, and you're like, buddy, you helped me out last time. Please, I just need you to accidentally show up as the rank 8 boss. I need this.
Well, you know what? The penguin got his revenge because the penguin brawl was the one that caused me to lose, was the one that caused me to have to redo that fight all over again. The penguin brawl, there is a penguin brawl, and the penguin brawl killed us. And because we lost that brawl, I had to kill Ogre Watch twice. So I think that I have made reprimands of the universe, and I think my sins have been absolved by the Brawlers Guild gods.
The penguin giveth, the penguins taketh away.
But yeah, it's fun. Do it. The questline is real cute. It's real fun. I was dying at the court scene. Like, you literally go to court, and like they actually give you they give you a lot of options for dialogue, and it's real fun. Just try it. Trust me. I heard that you delved deep into your profession quest finally, Immune.
I did. Well, at least one of them. I did the tailoring one. You know, after like a week or so of ignoring this poor soul trapped in time in the middle of the Browse Harbor Market, I decided to venture back over there and, help her out a little bit. So I went back over there, and, she's like, "Oh, thank God you're back, Immunization. I've been trapped in this time bubble for a week and a half."
I've been talking to you for a week, and you just keep running away.
Immunization, please come back.
It's funny because, like, when you walk by her, she's like, "Immunization, can you hear me?" And I'm like,
Oh.
So, anyways, her name is Timeweaver Delorme, and she is like trapped in between like timelines, and you have to help her out. And then she lets you use her synchronous thread to start mending the tears in the fabric of time that are affecting Borealis, which caused her to phase into this realm halfway. So you use this thread, mend Borealis, but then when she's finally able to restore herself fully, she's like, there are more of these rifts, so you have to travel with her across the world in all these various different places and start mending the rifts in time. And eventually you go to the Caverns of Time, which we just talked about how we never go there. Of course, after the portal was taken away, I have to go there.
I was about to say, she's like, "Come, Immunization, take the portal," and she's just kind of wafting in air, like, "Where is it? It used to be here." Damn, Blizzard.
Yeah, so then you realize when you're in the Caverns of Time that she's being targeted in all of her different timelines. Because, like, when you first arrive there, you see a rift of time, and right in front of it is a dead version of her from another one of her timelines.
Ooh.
Lost in time.
And for like the first one you
time.
see, the first one you see, you don't really, and she doesn't really recognize it as herself because it's like a withered version of herself, which I don't know what timeline that is, but
that's icky.
Yeah, so you start mending these rifts, and then this evil, spooky version of her appears, and then she's like, "You'll never stop me," and then you have to chase her through these rifts of time. As you keep following her, you see more and more dead versions of the Time Weaver in her other timelines, and then you make it to the final portal. You're like in the desert somewhere. I don't remember exactly where in the world you are or when in the world you are because time travel.
Ooh.
And you realize that this spooky version is a version of her from another timeline, and it's the timeline where everyone gets corrupted by the black dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And then she
what's his name? It's not Nosdormu, but it's Dormuzan. He he makes his name like reverse, like the same letters, but it's like it's fucked up.
Oh yeah, is that Nosdormu's
I think it's like
evil self
Dorzuman.
that he will eventually become.
Yeah, it's like Dorzamon, something like that. Ugh.
And actually, that makes sense because that's kind of what the area looks like. You know, when like the boss area where you face that guy and you use the go back in time button a few times to defeat the boss.
The
Mhm.
end time dungeon. Fuck that
Yes.
one.
I'm pretty sure that's where this last fight is. So you're fighting this evil version of her, and then you like get her down to low health, and then she's like, "I'm not done yet," and then she turns into a black dragon, and then you're like, "Oh no, shit!"
His name is Morozond. Also, does this mean that we're gonna be fighting more infinite dragonflights?
They're coming back,
might.
baby.
Like, is that where we're going, or is this just like a one-off? Because like I'm in the different timelines of who knows what.
They're like, we gotta kidnap Thrall's girlfriend again.
Teresa Foxton, she's coming back. And she's like, do I have to? And it's like, yep, you're coming back.
Oh, please, God, don't make me.
I was enjoying not being needed anymore. Nope.
I unsubbed years ago.
I hope you enjoy the really slow Thrall ride to the last third of this dungeon. He goes really slow. You played Warcraft 2, right? I didn't. Well, you're gonna.
You got this. Okay, I mean, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think that's where this is going. Like, we're getting this thread so that we can, go and find Thrall because like he didn't just leave like one location. He's like, fuck all this that's happening. I'm going to like a different timeline altogether. And but anyway, so I guess after you mend the rifts again and return your friend to her proper timeline, the thread breaks. But she's like, "Oh, don't worry. Here, take this recipe. I'm not gonna deal with this anymore, but you can." So then she
Fuck
decides that
this. You can have this now.
now I have to be the one that deals with all of these time rifts that are popping up. So I had to like make the thread, and now every once in a while when I'm traveling around, I see a rift in time that I can use the item and mend it.
So, what do you gain from after doing the storyline? Like, what do you get?
Yeah, what does the item do other than just you can fix these riffs?
So when you fix these rifts, then you get this like loot box crate thing that has different things inside of it. And most of it's just like thread from different time periods of the game. So you just sell it, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of lame. The storyline was cool, but I'm not the most thrilled about the rewards. In addition to that, though, it is also in-world B-res of some kind. It provides like an onk, so like the shamans have. So if you die in the world, you can like rewind time and come back.
Well,
Now
damn,
that's fucking cool.
That's incredibly useful. I really got to get this Philosopher's Stone to see if Silas's Transmutation Stone does anything that cool. Spoilers, it doesn't.
I mean, even the fact that you can do that out of world B-res makes it way fucking cooler than my shitty ass Uber spanner that gives me a shitty ass dog. Like, that's so cool. And like, sure, it's also like a moneymaker because you can sell those cloths for monies. I can't do that.
Also,
Yeah.
Slide, I did want to mention, I did see a picture of the Uber spanner in the week since you mentioned it. It's an incredibly big wrench. I think that's cool just for the novelty of having a real big wrench.
I mean, I guess, but I can't use it.
Mine will be a stone that will just exist in my pocket and will turn lead into gold. Woo-hoo.
But it might do something cool we don't know yet until you get the Alchemist Stone. The Philosopher's Stone. And you just gotta go beat Professor Quirrell and the gross turban head in his back, and you got this.
There's a troll in the dungeon.
There's a troll everywhere. Those fucking Xandalaris.
There's so many of them. Slide was telling me that apparently like most of the horde has race changed their like old trolls into the new Zandalari, and now the Zandalari trolls make up a like sizable portion of the player base.
So I looked into this, and apparently it's mostly on the mythic rating end, so it's not the entire population. I guess it's posted a lot, and a lot of it is just kind of just like hoopla and fake news. Though a lot of them did pay for a transfer because, I mean, if you could be an icky hunch troll or a stand-up straight big boy.
I saw a Zandalari troll paladin earlier today, and he was wearing a helmet, so you couldn't see that he was a troll. From far away, they kind of look like human paladins.
Ooh, I don't like that. They're looking like us now.
Yeah. Keep them separate. Keep the monsters monsters.
Box them up.
Boys, I'm tired of talking about content. I want to
Okay.
talk about cute boys.
Cute boys.
Ooh,
Where?
cute boys. Where?
Why, it's located
Joe Biden?
waist deep in this segment. The sexiest NPC of the week.
Ariana Grande.
Big and chunky. Chunky.
Oh, jump aboard the starship, boys, and get your best gold-laced pants ready. Because this week's sexiest NPC of the week is the one and only hero of the Lightforged Draenei, the Bartos.
Ooh. Beam me up, Thotty.
The Lightforged Draenei showed up out of the blue, and they said, if we want to make the biggest impact amongst our new friends, we need to have the best of us be the representative. And they picked my favorite t-shirt around the waist, bare chest tattooed boy, Bartos.
You know, we talked about him last week about potential sexiest NPC of the week candidate here, and you know, just look at this hunk of a Lightforged Draenei. And you know he's the best Draenei because he can be shirtless. I don't know if he's like has some secret T-Mog tricks or if he just chose not to wear a chest piece, but I'm jealous because you actually get to see his tattoos. Otherwise you can't. Because they're always covered up.
Otherwise, literally no other Mog can do that.
I don't know if you guys heard, but earlier I said, beam me up, Thotty. And I wanted to make sure everyone heard it a second time to make sure they really got how good of a joke that was. Get it? Because thoughts, the Star Trek is spaceships.
And like Scotty, like, meet me up, Scotty.
And thoughts as in like Tatiana, as in like, take me there, girl.
But this muscular man, I guess he's still a man. This muscular man is, he also is probably one of the only Draenei to rock that disgusting stash with a single tentacle and make it work.
Woo! Girl.
Like, how many Draenei just wear one tentacle? Probably like none of them, right? Ooh.
Nope.
How does he do it? He makes us look good.
No, literally just him.
And I
Unique.
keep tossing and turning about how he says that he says that him and your character will be friends for life. Every day Growliina gets up and she wonders, is today the day Tepartos is going to call me onto the spaceship again? And show me what friendship is really about.
You know he's a hot piece of Lightforged Draenei when he friend-zoned not just you, not just me, but everyone who is trying to recruit a new allied race.
What if he didn't though? It was like a 1 in 10 million chance of like, champion, you've defeated the test. Let's fuck.
Tepartos, please.
This is not the choice. Oh, Tepartos.
I will now dramatically read my favorite Tepartos quote. 2 pairs of toes. 2 pairs o' toes. 2 pairs o' toes. 2 pair o' toes. Tepar o' toes. Tepartos. 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 That's a real quote, everybody. That's not a goof. That's a real ass quote. That's his name. His name is derivative from his 2 pairs of toes. His best feature, perhaps.
I don't know. I'm still hung up on the single tentacle beard.
Well, I think when he became Lightforged, he lost the beard, right? He did. I think he did.
I'm more hung up on the fact. So he's got no shoulders, no chest, but still felt bracers were necessary. He's like, I do a lot of lifts, and my body is very powerful, but not my tiny girly wrists.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
I need to protect those.
you can just put him in the group of sexiest NPCs that choose not to wear a shirt. So far it's him. So far it's Keyshawn.
Again, for like that hot second, that incredibly hot second. Ugh, I still want to go back to those no shirt trench coat days. But that's a different sexiest NPC of the week. It's all about my main man Tapartos today.
2 pairs of toes.
He has 2 pairs of them.
I did some digging on the voice actor of Tapartos, and I found some of his famous other characters. Not only has he voiced Tapartos, he also has voiced Arthas Menethil, Garrosh Hellscream, and the left head of Cho'Gall.
Wait,
That's quite a...
Wow, this is like a top
Isn't that crazy?
dude in Blizzard, and they threw him to Partos?
wait, I have a lot to unpack here. You're saying that, first off, did heads have 2 different voices?
Yeah, one of them screams, one of them screams a little less.
I don't know, I just assume
One guy's down here.
And one guy's like this!
Yeah.
It's me!
Well, I just assumed it would be the same voice actor for some reason, I don't know why. But also, all of these evil characters, and then Tapartos. So I think this is kind of saying that maybe Tapartos will be an end raid boss soon.
Okay, listen here. If you want more evidence for that, he also voiced our favorite character, son of Velen, Rakish.
Murder himself, or
So-
Rampage, or whatever stupid name he had.
Perhaps Immune's theory is right, because I'm only seeing bad guy characters on this list. Oh, fuck.
Maybe we'll be seeing Tapartos sooner than we thought.
Wait a second, he's voiced 2 separate liches. Oh no, is this real?
You
oh
know,
god, did we stumble upon something?
He voiced Raj, who's the final boss of in Halls of Virgination. Oh no.
you know, Sylvanas is just a bait and switch here. Tapartos is the big bad.
Guys, I think he's only voiced bad guys.
Oh shit.
He voiced a boss in Throne of Thunder. He voiced a boss in Mogoshan Vaults. He voiced a random enemy in Townlong Steps. He voiced Skal the Trapper, who is the son of the Iron Wolf, who is killed by Gunnar. So he's not inherently bad, but he's an orc, so he's bad.
Well, Tapartos, enjoy your sexiest NPC of the week. It's a shame that, more than likely, based on your track record, we're going to have to kill you soon. And when we do, I hope it's on your inventory.
That's okay, we all like a bad boy.
Ooh.
Tapartos, your award's in the mail. You can pick up that wherever he is. Where is he now? Doesn't even know where he is? Like, where is he hanging out now? Is he just gone?
Last we saw him was at the graduation ceremony on the ship.
Oh, Tapartos can occasionally be seen departing the Vindicar through the portal to Stormwind, shouting his own name as he usually does. Well, that's good. He's still alive and still around. For now.
Until we kill him.
Oh. No.
So that... Oh, I just miss you so much, and... Oh.
And I love you, and I need you, and
Those are the things that I say to Tapartos, our sexiest NPC of the week.
Ooh. Alright, and with that, I think it's time to move on to our top toots of the week. I think we're closing out, and probably rightfully so. Aaron, what's your top toot of the week this week?
My top toot of the week is being a part of the Mage Hunter Squad of Duskwood. Squaddies, join up! We'll make sure that one Blood Elf will never set his foot in there again until we all log off, and then he's free to kill more randoms.
Because apparently that's
That's
all
so
he
true.
does.
That's all he does, and he did so very easily. He did one arcane, bubble on me, and I died because I was level 30. I was 90 levels lower than him.
War mode enabled.
Slide, what is your top toot of the week?
I am going to dedicate my top toot of the week to the most fun racial in this motherfucking game, and that is to the Haymaker, the Kultiran racial.
Mhm.
Holy fucking shit. I mean, how many times have you turned around and asked, what are you laughing at? To me cackling like a fucking maniac in this past week.
Several times for sure, and I'd say maybe like 9 out of 10 of them have been after you have successfully haymakered someone, whether it was in a battleground when you haymakered them off of a cliff and they died because they were not only falling off the cliff but they're stunned so they can't recover.
It's so I have had this problem with rogues where I will level a rogue and I'll be like, I fucking hate this. I hate it. I hate rogues. Rogues are fucking stupid. I have never gotten a rogue past level 40. Forget, my Kultiran rogue is level 69. Nice. And
Nice.
there's nothing
Nice.
more fucking fun than being invisible, finding a person. And when you use Haymaker, you can get half the cast off before you come out of stealth. So by the time they go, huh? They're flying across the fucking map, and then I can use my grappling hook, I can hook to them, and then beat the fuck out of them. I was tormenting a Death Knight who, for the record, death gripped me first. And so then I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I went invisible, I sapped him 18 times, I haymakered him, and then I destroyed him. Battlegrounds at low level are plagued with Kultirans because, everyone's leveling. I was in a battleground, an Eye of the Storm, which is it captures the flag map, which means it has areas, if you fall off, you die. We had 4 Kultiran rogues and 1 Kultiran druid. We got behind their enemy lines, and all 5 of us at the same time, we coordinated a haymaker on their healers, and we punched 5 people to their deaths. It's so much fucking fun. Like, it's crazy how great it is. And just the animation behind it all, it just feels super great. So my top 2 is going out to the Haymaker. Thanks, Blizz. Love ya. Immune, what do you have for your top 2 of the week?
Toot coming in here. My top 2 of the week is leveling my Kultiran Druid Garage. It's been so much fun. I love leveling, and every time I decide to level a new character, I remember exactly how much I love to level. And I'm choosing to level this character to work towards my Lore Master achievement. So I'm purposely choosing areas I haven't finished leveling in before. So surprisingly, I didn't finish Duskwood. I guess every time I've leveled through it, I hit the range where I wasn't able to get any more experience on it. But that was before they did the whole you can level here through level 60 or whatever. So I guess before I wouldn't have ever finished it because you do it for loss if you used to do it. And then I went to the Western Plaguelands, which I guess I've never leveled in before. Because the quests were so new to me. I had never seen them before. It's basically like the origins of Sylvanas using the Valkyr, and it's a lot of Scourge shit. It is cool. It's nice lore that I haven't seen before in game. To go with Slides to, while we were leveling a little bit, we did some dungeons, so we were in there together. And we would just coordinate haymakering together. So he would serve up the boss, and then launch him over to me, and now I just hit him back. I'm sure the tank hated this, but
We call it All Around the World, featuring Justin Bieber and Nicki Minaj.
Well, boys, if once I start getting some more time here, you want to go for a 3-peat?
Oh, we're gonna get the Triangle of Death going on this Kultiran punch. But then I guess I can still call it All Around the World, featuring JB and Nicki Minaj, but it's not as fun as a triple punch, I guess. But also, the tanks that we had were always Kultiran tanks, and they would always punch immediately after we did, because they saw how fun it was. But, alright, that's it for us. If you guys have any questions, complaints, haymaker suggestions on where a good punching area is, let us know at donotrelenttpod@gmail.com. That's donotrelenttpod@gmail.com. You can tweet at us at donotrelenttpod on Twitter. What about you guys? Where can we find you guys in the internet?
you can follow me on Twitter at NewEraAlex.
You can follow me, Aaron the Human, at TheBigacheesy on Twitter. And I do make another World of Warcraft podcast with my good friend and roommate Will. That's Heroes Callboard on Twitter and iTunes. We take a look at the community aspect of World of Warcraft and generally goof on them.
Y'all are going to have a lot of content with this new eshop stuff. We would get ready for the
and
flood of posts.
And for the return back week, I made the mistake of clicking on that on Twitter to look at the comments. I have lost some faith in humanity, so you definitely believe that's going to come up soon.
People who are unsubbed are trying to bring the game down. That's my conspiracy theory.
Yep.
Also, Twitter comments are just very cancerous. The only thing worse is YouTube comments. So maybe you should look there for some quality content for your podcast.
Yes. Check YouTube. Check the YouTube. For real,
Check
though.
YouTube.
Check the YouTube. Because Blizzard has been getting massively, brigaded with negative downvotes from people who don't even play the game. They just see content and they give it a downvote. So I highly recommend checking the YouTube for comments.
You tend to the tube.
Okay, well with that's it for us. We are the Gang of Grookey, and we're out of here.
No!
And remember...
No!
Another down! Do not relent!
Do Not Relent is a podcast within the 3HNC network, representing U.S. Proudmoore's premier podcasts.
That was a very good wish.